Love and light, everyone. I appreciate all of you for taking the time out to listen to what I have to say. I hope everyone is just enjoying their day. I hope you are surrounded by positive energy. If not, I'm sending you some positive healing energy your way. Please like and share. You can reach me at intuitiverealist9@gmail.com. If you like what you hear, you can hit the star at the top and be notified when I drop some jewels. Enjoy the talk. Love and light, beautiful people. This is your host, Intuitive Realist, and I am back. So I had to take a couple weeks off to spend time with the kids. It is summer break. They're almost back in school. Can't wait. So I am going to start something new. I will be giving you all the astrological forecast. So today is July 12th, 2019, and the sun So today is July 12th, 2019. Currently the sun is in Cancer. The gibbous moon is in Scorpio and it enters Sagittarius at 8:05 a.m., which the moon was void, of course, until 8:05 this morning a.m. The Mercury is in retrograde from July 7th, 2019 through July 31st, 2019. And so I kind of wanted to touch on the Mercury retrograde since this is kind of the first time I'm kind of acknowledging the Mercury retrograde and the benefits that you can the energy that you can kind of take advantage of when Mercury is in retrograde. And so the Mercury's retrograde journey from July 7th through the 31st marks a time encouraging each of us to reflect inwardly upon our beliefs, creative expression, healing, and emotional well-being. Mercury stations retrograde at 4% and 28 of the fixed fire sign of Leo and in a very close conjunction to Mars, and will then move backward into the cardinal water sign of Cancer on July 19th. When Mercury stations so close to Mars and Leo, we may find an increased internal awareness around things of masculine energy, creative expansion, sense of agency, and primal urgence. Mercury retrograde also encourages us to slow down and reevaluate. As such, we could be confronted with outer events that elicit eternal processes and contemplation around such themes. This Mercury retrograde also begins just 2 days before a first quarter moon that marks the midpoint between two eclipses. Wow. This is significant as eclipse season is a time when intensified currents of change and transformation are in motion, and combining with Mercury's retrograde gives us the opportunity to completely reconfigure patterns and habits that no longer serve. Mercury retrograde happens about 3 times per year for 3 to 4 weeks each time. While it has become notorious for missed connections, miscommunications, malfunctioning electronics, I have experienced that so much, travel, fender benders, and so on. It is also a time when greater awareness and mindfulness can be employed to connect with a more etheric level of information. This period of time can unveil rich potentials for reflecting, renewing, slowing down, and resting in the meditative silence in order to attune to inner realities. And you are encouraged now during this retrograde period, along with anything beginning with redo, rewind, anything with re. During Mercury You see that? Retrograde, we reorganize, reflect, relax, recommunicate, reprioritize, rewind. It is a time when it is highly beneficial for us that we pause and take stock of the tremendous growth and evolution that has been happening within and around each one of us. It is generally not a good time to start a brand new project, make impulsive purchases, or sign a new contract. The astrological thinking is that the matter will dramatically alter once Mercury turns direct, or even longer, perhaps only after escaping its retrograde shadow period on August 15th. At the time of the retrograde station and continuing through the first quarter moon of July 9th, we find Mercury as it moves backward and closer conjunction with Mars. And with both personal planets and a hard square aspect with Uranus and Taurus on Tuesday, July 9th, the first quarter happens in the early morning hours for the West Coast, later morning for the East Coast and Europe. Okay, so another element of importance for this retrograde is the presence of Chiron in Aries, which is itself stationing at the moment of Mercury's retrograde station. While Mercury makes a close trine to Chiron, this can be considered to represent a turning of awareness towards the process of inner healing. There's that healing again. The painful aspects of our experience may be beckoning for more of our attention during this retrograde time period. We do well to welcome the stories and experiences of those places within us that feel scared, angry, ashamed, or hopeless, listening with curiosity and an open ear for what function they've been performing to try and protect us. As we listen and welcome them, the simple act of being present and loving with those parts of ourselves transforms them. It is through this kind of process that we can harvest the hidden gems that lie within the shadowless corners of our psyche and come to greater inner peace. So as we make our way through the transformative portal of eclipse season and the time of reflection and reassessment of the Mercury retrograde, we could feel like we are in churning chaldron and metaphoric stew. This can be a challenging or joyous and everything in between. This intense time period is calling us to step up and become expressive and conduit of our pure existential nature. We might also be inspired to take refuge in the beauty of nature itself, and to respond to our physical bodies and to our earthly location. Throughout this time, may we have courage to be vulnerable, authentic, and honest in facing our inner shadows. May we be kind and caring as we tend to the needs of ourselves and our loved ones, and may we have the clarity and presence to constantly choose our actions and words in each moment, opening our ears and hearts to receive the infinite wisdom and guidance of the cosmos. And this is just such an amazing time for you to start your healing. You know, I always push healing and self-love. So this Mercury retrograde, and this is, I know that people say that it's a whole month, but that's a whole month to just focus on yourself, which is nothing wrong with that. It's perfect. So I wanted to kind of give you some I kind of want to give you some tips about the Cancer, the moon in Cancer at the moment. So the Cancer and moon, when the Cancer is in moon, rather than allowing themselves to be driven by their changing moods, they benefit from shedding the light of conscious reason on their habitual patterns and focusing on their true goals. This is a good time when the moon is in Cancer. That's good for self-healing too. The moon rules Cancer and is exalted in Taurus. It is often contrasted with the sun as the female receptive principle versus the masculine or positive principle. Isn't it amazing that these planets that they have aspects of feminine and masculinity? So that means that that feminine and masculinity exists in everything. It exists in nature. It exists in the planets. It exists in names. It exists in words. It exists in colors. That is amazing. So today's topic is about solfeggio frequencies. So solfeggio frequencies make up the ancient six-tone scale thought to have been used in sacred music, including the beautiful and well-known Gregorian chants. The chants of their special tones were believed to impart spiritual blessings when sung in harmony. Each solfeggio tone is comprised of a frequency required to balance your energy and keep your body, mind, and spirit in perfect harmony. The origin of the scale can be traced back to the medieval times. The music held mathematic resonance. The frequencies were capable of spiritually inspiring mankind to be more godlike. The original solfeggio scale, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, te, was developed by a Benedict monk, Guido de Arezzo, in 991 AD to 1050 AD. It was used by singers to learn chants and songs more easily. Although we were familiar with the original 7 notes, the original scale only had 6: up, re, mi, fa, sol, la. Using the Pythagorean reduction, Dr. Joseph Puleo had a vision. Using the method, he found the pattern of 6 repeating codes in the Bible book of Numbers, chapter 7, verses 12 through 83. And in these verses, he found a sequence. So verse 12, verse 18, and verse 28, he found 3, 9, and 6. Verse 12, 1 plus 2 is 3. Verse 18, 1 plus 8 is 9. And verse 24, 2 plus 4 is 6. And from verse 30 to verse 36 to verse 42, he found the same pattern of numbers: 3, 9, and 6. 3 plus 0, verse 30 is 3. Verse 36, 3 plus 6 is 9. And verse 42 is 4 plus 2 equals 6. So he found the repetition of 9 and 6. He considered this to be the first frequency. He went on to discover another repetition of numbers which summed up to 417, the second frequency. Again, he did this using the Pythagorean method. It was suggested that solfeggio notes opens up a channel of communication with the divine. Just in notation was a tuning system where it featured pure intervals between every note that were mathematically related by ratios of small whole numbers, leading to a much purer sound. The tuning practice adopted for the West about the 16th century and used today, which is named the 12-tone equal temperament. The 12-tone equal temperament mistones all consonant intervals except the octave. Our modern day scale can create situations such as blocked-in thinking, stuffed and suppressed emotions, fear-based or lacked consciousness, all of which then tend to manifest into physical symptoms called disease or dis-ease. This modern day musical scale is out of sync when compared with the original solfeggio scale. If you want to bring harmony in your life, we need to replace the dissonant Western scale with a web of subtle and clear interval relationships of the solfeggio music. Let the music become once again a tool to raise human nature and a method to connect you with the source, and it all will bring you back to source. So music and tones, frequencies are so powerful and affects your daily life. When put into practice, the tones and frequency can bring you back to the balance that you once held. It can sparkle healing, transformation, and harmony. Nikola Tesla stated, "Everything is energy." We know this far, and energy manifests in frequencies. Everything has a frequency. How can this information change our lives? Math the frequency of the reality you want, and you cannot help but get that reality. It can be no other way. To manifest the reality we want, all we need to do is feel the frequency we wish. To break the spell, the frequency change can only happen once we can really feel from within, with an open heart, the full and total trust of the universe, total transparency and honesty in our thoughts and words. The only time to change is now. In the present, in this moment, thinking about the past won't facilitate change. It will only keep us stagnant about the past. It only brings memories, not when our minds in the future, because that keeps us hoping. Facilitate change by stepping out your comfort zone. We make our dreams come true by being energetically in the right moment, which is now. And so I want to tell you about, so here's a story time. So every night, so I listen to music every single day, all day long. There is not a time when the music is off. I love music. I have always loved music. I love all types of music. Piano is, R&B is my favorite. Love music. Everybody who knows me, close to me, knows that is my shit. Love music. I will play love music all day, any moment, any mood. Yeah, love music. And so, yeah, and I love nature sounds and the white noise at night. I even play music at night when I'm sleeping. The kids love it. They fall asleep so easily, whether it's rain sounds, whether it's binaural beats, solfeggio sounds, anything, any type of music I love. The kids love the music. Some music keeps them calm, while some music keeps them hype. And I also noticed too that certain music is for certain times and certain moods, which is, we know Spotify have that down pat with the moods and everything. But I'm talking about, you know how when you're in a club and the type of music that the club plays, the club don't really play R&B and love music and coming together music. It kind of play that rough fighting and hardcore and fuck you and bust you in your head and punch you in your stomach and kick you in your ass. Like, they play music like that, which gets everybody hyped. That's why it's always fighting in the club, because your energy is so high and it's so bestialically, and they don't play a certain type of music. And even when you're out and you're sitting in the lobby, the type of music that they play, that music has you falling asleep. That music is so relaxing. It is so relaxing and just like, okay. I'm gonna fall asleep waiting on whoever I am waiting on. But music is amazing. It is perfect for healing. Like, it's perfect to even manifest something. Like, even when I'm meditating, I love to have music in the background. Music is amazing. I used to write songs, but I haven't done it in a while. But I have started back to doing it, pretty much writing songs and poems and things, and just trying to make it a little different than the original setup of how poetry should go. So yeah, I probably share that with you all. So the 9 Solfeggio frequencies are 174 hertz is remove pain, 285 hertz is influence energy fields, 396 hertz is liberating guilt and fear, 417 hertz is undoing situations and facilitating change, 528 hertz is transformation and miracles, DNA repair, 639 hertz is connecting relationships, 741 hertz is expression and solutions, 852 hertz is returning to spiritual order, 963 hertz is connection to the cosmos, awakening. And there are other healing frequencies, which is the Schumann resonance, the same as earth frequencies, 83 is 83 hertz. It's good for grounding, meditation, and connecting with Mother Earth. The frequency is the same as the sun's frequency, which is 126 hertz. The tone stimulates the heart and proven to be very effective in meditation. I also noticed the 369 order and the divine code number 9. Okay, so there go to number 9 again. Now my life path number is in line, and my birthday is the 9th month, September. And so Nikola Tesla stated that if you only knew the magnificence of the 3, 6, and the 9, then you would hold a key to the universe. The 369 sequence is unquestionably the fundamental root variations of the Solfeggio and all the healing frequency tones, which is like each one of those numbers represent you can go back. I did a show about numerology, and each number represents something. The 3, the 6, and the 9. We know that 9 is the number of endings and beginnings. You're ending something and starting something anew. 6 is about responsibility and nurturing and family and home. And 3 is about creativity and expression. And trio. So, maybe that makes it. Maybe you can put that together, or that's something. So, rain therapy and binaural beats. Thank you. I appreciate you for listening. Join me next time. Have a great day or night, depending where you are in the world. And remember, your reality is created from your thoughts and beliefs. You want to change your reality? Change your thoughts. It's just like that. Peace, love, and light.